So the church is too heavy for this one. That's why San Martin is saying. That's why now they decide they don't want too many people inside. Because they realize that too many people go to the foundation, to church. That's why.
Any other places?
教堂现在都要收3块钱了。排长队。
So here, can you see 2 colors behind me? Yes. Can you all hear me well? Because Nicola has said to you to remind you. Middle point.
Подойдем мозаики рассматривать.
Lucia. So remember, for the middle point for the government, it will be 12 Swiss time, not Italian. Between the 2 columns. So on the left, you see the symbol of Venice, symbol of Venice. The other one is Saint Philip. The meeting point will be up there. Even I have to tell you something. In Venice, they used to say, don't pass between the 2 columns. Because to pass between columns brings bad. You know, many times I pass between the 2 columns. And you see just the moral columns. The reason is that between the 2 columns, they use to put above raised the barriers that protect the city fully well. When we left, we had a big floodplains when we first felt the tide beneath a 20-second down. You know that when the tide is over 85 centimeters above sea level, it's the max where it starts. You know, many times last year, the start of the season was wow. People with the shops there all over.
Question?
This time, the poor, so that the best is the bank from the family country to Poland. And the Poland sold a lot of things, especially the from the church, over 27,000 units. And this time was made. So that is, don't ask me why, but the symmetry and between the two parts of the library, the first day library. But this time it was not so long. It was like there's no French origins of the Western Kenya. At the end of the tour, because we Venetian, we don't love Napoleon. We don't love Napoleon, not because Napoleon conquered my city. Napoleon conquered How many That's it. Yeah.
Jump everybody.
Where's Bill and Deb? We need a little.
Blei? Verwundet, weil Stein kann man nur mit Blei verbinden. Genau. Ohne Klebe, ja. Und ohne Mörder.
It was playing something about the something else. So, what they like under say, they said some videos. You know how many Venice was independent. This was a sort of state church. That's why a lot. And you can see how the people were right. They began to particular way with this. That's why that's called
Lower.
Now we have some steps. I go slowly. I promise I go slowly. Only if you have some problems with your car, you cannot laugh, you won't understand. he said to me, and he asked for the lagoon. Like in this case, it means the game is nice to see. Don't worry, I walk very, very slowly. Tell me, eh? Tell me your problem. They're very short, they're well done. Beside a huge seat of parliament. So, this is a massive the largest room in Europe without any parliament we're going to see all together. So this is another part, you see the same, you see people walking there upstairs with the scaffolding. You know why? Because last year they realized that part of the decoration up there was not safe. So that's why they had to read this, that the scaffolding is important to make this creation, this sculpture upstairs safe. And you see that this is done. Now we're going inside the Venetian palace. You see something completely different. So the decoration inside was redone after the fire. 500 years ago. It's late Renaissance. So this is a typical Venetian thing made with wooden components. You know that now it's not problem the Irish that every of them must be light, flat, in the string, elastic. So that is the ceiling. What do you think about this floor? This is the famous terrazzo. And the terrazzo in Venice is composed of pieces of marble, joined with so one piece. And our areas is very rough. Ed è much more French. The mobile, than the French even more
Vive con consejo de los Piazza, tenía que leer con las denuncias. Y una vez encontrar la denuncia, tenía que averiguar quién era culpable, qué pasaba.
Now, the seasons of the cold for us. staircase that go up. And you can maybe then impress the visitors. Before you do that, and the fish enter the lower. So now,
Dani, mana tu kata Dani? Asalkan dah.
More steps, huh? Oh, yeah. Next one's here. Oh, okay. Yes.
the ceiling downstairs made with peat. We have no ceiling. Because they're last. So building a second, so when you feel the ceiling is made with now we're going inside.
Thank you.
But the fresco in the ceiling doesn't last. Why? What's the reason? Because the ceiling is the pipes support there is no more. And you see the pipes, they're all plastic. Second is very so we just said, no, we have to find another solution to decorate our
Claro, una revista súper famosa, tenía que pintar muchísimos cuadros, se estaba retrasando, por lo tanto, cuadros no estaba. Por lo tanto, este es el cuadro. A mano derecha vemos
Sorry.
So that's why in this room, what do you think? You see the Doge with the 6 ministers. This was more than a later council of Venetian ministers. And they had a sort of executive. At the same time, this was the reception of the Doge. That's why in the state of Venice like to show the welcome of this country. And we look at this city is one of the most beautiful cities. It was retouched when 2 months ago. Can you see the city? This is what first and hard in that covered with 24 carats gold. And a lot of timber. This is timber everywhere. So much, a little bit of marble here. Tympano columns. Venice made. That's why fire is the beginning, and still now the big end of all the Venetian buildings. The high details, the detail of the lot. Now coming back to this story, these are old campuses. When you live in Doge's Palace, I don't like to remember a lot the story. One is Tintoret, and the other is Tudor. For me, it's easy to remember because he was born in Verona, during the city of Rome and Julia. He was born there, was his nickname, then came to Venice, and he spent his entire life with the artists, painters, to see the black colors, that wonderful friendly, and compare his paintings. These are all works made by Tintoret. I know it's a difficult name to remember. Tintoret was another German artist. The same period of time, they lived both in the second half of the 16th century. Tintoret was Venetian, and he was a religious man. So near all the paintings, he liked to rely on the carvings in the different because you find all the same. And those contribute very much. But what they like to show now is something happened. In all the books about the Doge's Palace guys, you don't find so much about this. This is fake. We like to 24 hours. You say that it's strange. Also strange. Because till 200 years ago, all the clocks were like this. By 24 hours. Secondly, can you see the reaction of the clock? Is that opposite of what is now absolutely normal once upon a time. What is very strange, from my point of view, unique. Can you see a clock? Yeah. I'm going to show you another clock where in the next one.
Can I ask what is that mean? The writing there.
They say that faith, religion, is the focal point, the base, the most important point of the Venetian Republic. If it's not true. I have to confess to you, the Venetians were not very Catholic. They were much more Venetian than Catholic. But they want to say religion is important. Faith is important for the state. And they say, yes?
What are the two words on the scene?
Different faith is the focal point of the Venetian Republic. In Latin, freedom, basis of the republic, faith, benevolent, strength, this is what they call the state. Because here you can see that the Doge is always there, kneeling in front of the Virgin Mary, just to underline the power the Doge came from the heaven. But then to confess to the Venetian Catholic, but not so much. So when they had to choose, that's what they like to understand, between their motherland and the Pope. You know, when the Pope liked to interfere, you know, in the Middle Age, I don't know if you remember the history of Europe, the Pope was like to interfere a lot with the interior political matters of the countries. The Venetians say always, we are first Venetian and Catholic. So even, think about this, the Venetian priests took the side of the Doge against him. And it's something strange for the mentality of the Catholic people in that period. But now, I want to show the other thing in the next one. It's only one mechanism, and believe me, it works. They don't want to stop anymore. The mechanism could run. When you know this, and believe it's a pendulum, and I've seen it made it's the size of the skin. A pendulum with two sticks that moves the two clocks in the same.
Avviene il momento militare da Venezia da Venezia
And I should confess to you, the sense of men, but they were like the members of the rich noble families. Because there were noble families and noble families. The difference, money. So money ran in the city of Venice. But what I'd like you to understand about this form of government, how this system works, that you elect a senator in Venice for 1 year. They work well, they were elected well. If the people were not satisfied, they were not elected. And who elected the senators? The members of the parliament. And who elected the members of the parliament? Nobody. Because if you are a noble man and you are 30 years old, you have the right to be members. This was, and these people, the Senate, that's why they were so important. They were under very strict control. They had so much religious. They actually they had a big power. And they had the contact with foreign countries. They appointed the different ambassadors. The figure of the ambassador, as we think now about the ambassador, was paid millions. The diplomacy of the which was famous. Now, I want to draw attention. You can see, unfortunately, it's careful, but The other clock is behind this, and the machine is inside this wall. They move the two clocks at the same time. Unfortunately, you don't see the clock because it's inside that wall. Well protected. And what about this clock there behind, in front of it, with the signs of the
Yeah.
because this is a typical.
It's a good sign.
Something typical of Venice to mark the passing of the months with the different signs for the sun. It was moved by hand, and there is no mechanism to this. I don't want to talk about all these things, but what I like is this canvas in front of me. You know why? It's a document about Venice. Now what we want to represent something. We have documents. We have Facebook, Instagram, videos, pictures that you can do with your phone. At that time, a canvas was and you can see Samak Square. The Samak Square that Tintoretto saw at the end of the 16th century. We know for sure that he painted this canvas the last, we don't know exactly the date, last 4 years. It's the same square that you can see now, except one building that Nicola, I'm sure, is mentioned, the bell tower. Because the bell tower is new. I don't know if you're ready. Something about the bell tower. The bell tower Venice fell down on the 14th of July of 9. No, how many people say, you don't like the bell tower in Samak Square. Why did you build this kind of structure? It doesn't harmonize. But what you do is, first, actually building of the square. It was a light. Then the function was but you know the story that on the 14th of July of 1902, the architect responsible for the building of the church woke up at 7 o'clock with a strange feeling to go to check the situation. You know when you have a feeling that you have to do something but you don't know what to say. He was by the clock and we noticed the cracks at the bottom of the delta were a bit wider than the day before. So he understood the danger. There was not enough time, but enough time to evacuate this way. And after 58 minutes after this charge, the delta fell down. Nobody died. Only one pigeon and one cat died. It was rebuilt by 1912 because this was one of the symbols of Venice. They reinforced a little bit the foundation with 1,000 wooden pines more. And you say to me, oh, what problem now? No, we don't think so. Because if you look at the top of the bell tower, there's again there. 7 centuries. So what they decide to do is to reinforce again the foundation with a sort of titanium chain. And now it's up to the side. And now, you know what I'm going to show you now? Another part of the palace. Very different. The third concerns a lot more than Doge and the 16th. Total 17. Now, who elected the members of the Council of Ten at the Parliament? Among the senators. Now, this act much more power than the Doge. they, what they have is this whole, what we have now is that they
With no rings, no others.
The only one who played trouble he liked to overthrow the government. He liked to get this power. And where he was, his power. And so these people had much more power. It's like he was defended in front of both the Venetians. And so they said, no, it's people. In which way? Well, after 1 year. In this case, if they work well, after 1 year, like the painter, like this. So, but, only once in your life, you could be a member of the political court for 1 year. Look at this series. Look at this wonderful series. Even this was the secret for leadership. You can find a wonderful secret. The paintings are all done by the association that want to further. Except one place. Sereno Carlos se causò la foto is one of the first 7,000 paintings that the whole story and to confess that most of these people were lost in fact. So we know where they were. Remember. That's why if you ask me we don't love so much. 15 events. And now you understand the 13 events. Only Samazio. You know the church? The Basilica of Samazio. Opposite to the church, there was another church built by San Sudino, famous for his the whole of it was destroyed. Also, like over they used that part opposite to this church. Just to give you an idea about what changed, what they did in Venice. But coming back to the front, this was the secret. So the prison were judged. After that, they were taken. Can you see the 4 doors to the mine? One of them. Behind this there is a secret down passageway to the British cities. Now, at the end of the tour, we're going across the British cities and we're going to see Christmas. It's now at the end of the tour, we're going because here. So this is where we call lights, L-E-A-G-S, this name all over the world. A lot of movies were filmed in the cities because giant Casanova were jailed in one of these cells. They were completely covered in lights, like iron, the fridge in winter, in summer, the furnace inside. Oh. And Casanova was jailed in one of these cells. The documents you find for more. In more of the cases, in the city of Venice was not the city because Venice was a city where we had, the right like this, and in Venice there were lots of drums, pushchairs. In Venice there were lots of courts. In more of the cases, was not the city. Then to find another where in Casanova. Not only pencil. So now, the next one is the last It's not the same. It's not this side look like the same.
Wine window.
Male box. Not for love for secret, but not anonymous. They against all people were suspected to be terrorists. We should quite famous. And you have to see to find the view. Could be a terrorist. You have to write the letter with the name of this person. You have to sign the letter because you are responsible. Then you have to slap the outside. Is that here? There are three different cases where the assessment why? Because there's only one. This person pays the name of the person. We claim that it was before difficult. Then they teach the evidence. And this person was guilty of but if your accusation was proved to be a false accusation because you denounced a person that you don't like, in this case, you were put on trial. And you find yourself from another terrible charge. That was false accusation. You see, there was a very good feeling for justice. And what about up there, the lady? Venice, symbol of justice, with a skeleton sword. And behind this door, there is another secret passage, the witch's side. So now, here, one flight of steps, or one flight. One flight, can you slowly, slowly, otherwise, no, we go slowly, slowly. If it's too much, I say that. One flight, slowly.
No video, mister, no video. Just picture.
Okay.
No video.
follow the road right.
Very good at building. So they say upside down in every why they can see them. And the Venice was very good. They employ the same so wait of these enormous constructions. This is what about that canvas? That is the exact
Oh, yeah.
the last oil painting windows. You don't find a similar canvas in the rest of the world. It's enormous canvas painted by people. The subject you can see here is the paradise in heaven. And he painted this canvas between 1588 and 1590. It's a long, long story about this canvas. Because we had here a big fire in 1577. It was a big fire. The old Venetian could imagine. This was the symbol of power, so Venetian pride. We have to decorate as soon as possible as well. But Venetian were perfect. We have to find the right person who was able to do this kind of work. It was a sort of competition, a lot of noise. The best was done by Veronese. But Veronese, after 2 weeks of work, without having done nothing, he died of an heart attack. 15 days. So more time to organize another competition. So this the Venetian desperate decided to give the task to Titoret. And Titoret was the artist what going to Motherland. He was so there's the chance to paint his canvas. In the decoration of this room, they decided this would be his gift to the motherland. So he was not paid for this painting exhibition. Why I'm the left? Because last week I read a book about this period of time. He said that he directed when he painted his canvas. You know why? Because the members of Parliament they give some money to be directed to have their face and because can you see there are so many people here? There are 500 people. I have the feeling when you have some money, you put a face and then face again. And here you find incredible use of light in these paintings, in falling, that you don't find in the other paintings that represent important events in the Venetian history. But they don't have the same qualities that you find in this canvas, where the use of the play of light and shade is stunning, spectacular. Have a look at the frieze. In the frieze, you see all the Doges there. Can you see there are 2 Doges on each canvas? But down there, only one. And one is missing. Guess who was that guy? The Doge was beheaded. And it was something so bad for Venice, they decided to cover with a black paint the image of this Doge, who disgraced the name of the Republic. Don't forget, this used to be the city. So you know how many people form the Parliament of Venice here, and they govern into Venice? 2,000. Because the number of the members of the Parliament was not always the same. It depends on the population. I just want to draw attention to an important point. Venice was struck 3 times by epidemics of plague, what the Venetians called the Black Death. So a lot of churches that you can see in the Alam Giudecca, at the beginning of the Grand Canal, the church built on top 1 million of wooden piles were built just after the end of the plague, a sort of thanksgiving to Jesus Christ for the Virgin Mary. Because a lot of people died in Venice because of the plague. That's why there's things that they like to tell you. The word quarantine, that we use a lot for the last period of time, was for the first time used in Venice. That's why quarantine. It comes from quaranta. Quaranta is for 20 days. So Venetian decided that all the people coming from Asia with the goods, they to stay 40 days, they went to quarantine in an island before getting the permission to Venice. Because they were afraid the people could introduce to Venice some disease unknown at the time. So now, the bridge size and the prisons. So now we're going towards the bridge size, and I'm going to disappoint you, but Nicholas already said to you that the bridge, you don't have to expect to see a romantic bridge, because it's not a romantic bridge, it's the bridge. The bridge size, when you first Bible loved my city, stayed 5 years in my city. At that time when you think of it was part of the ocean, it's not anymore. Reading the history of Venice, that when the prisoners were crossing, it was so inside. This was the last time they were allowed to sit in this movement, this level. You will understand why they had to slide. And I can confess to you that everybody's got this romantic idea. Because an old tradition in Europe that the honeymooners are from Venice. A very often the gondola ride starts at the bridge side. Forget it. There is nothing romantic about this. Now Venice is the seat of the honeymooners. After the wedding of George Clooney, everybody left to get married.
We can get married. Yeah. So,
now we're going to cross the bridge of size.
Okay, sure.
So slowly, because it's dark inside. You have to watch your head, people are very short. Once you go. Can you see the door behind you? You know the strange door. Can I tell you something about this door? During the pandemic, there weren't so many people here. At the end of the pandemic, when the museums were open, there were not so many tourists. I asked one of the guards, I want to close the door. I want to be understand if it fits. Being perfect. You know what I want to say to you. For this door, I fit that one. And it's very there's nothing horizontal and nothing straight. So when we buy new furniture, we have only to find an artisan who helps us to adapt what we buy to the existing walls, to the existing structure of the walls. And this is to the strange information.
There is the Venetian now.
And after that, order.
That's like Columbus and Pope.
Yeah.
And you see as people here, this, remember the passageway, the beginning that I showed you where we were in the room of the political court. That is the exit of the passageway. In our it's a big part of the British size.
Como pueden ver, los dos pasillos, ida y vuelta, pero en el pasado solo ida, no vuelta.
Because now we are in another building, so that's the Doge's Palace. And this is another building that we call the first state prisons in Europe. So these are called the new jails, the new prisons. This building was built in the early 1600s, this year, to make better, to improve the conditions of the prisoners. So they used to put four or five, not more than 6 prisoners in each cell. This is big, small toilets, a bucket, no showers. If you ask me, they have beds. They have something difficult to call beds, plank of timbers, without mattress, without blankets. The graffiti inside are original made by the people. I have to confess to you, this is for the normal conditions for the prisoners in Middle Age. But what is strange is we're used till 1920. So this were the prisons of Venice till 1920. Now in Italy, they got cable TV, wonderful food, they can practice sport, and they still complain. I don't know if you consider that we pay for the prisoners by means of taxes. The Venetian said, no, the system didn't work. You have to pay taxes, but not in order to support people who didn't behave the right way. It's not good for, not easy to understand for the Venetian mentality. So they give to the prisoner two holes. Can you see some holes in the walls? Some doors are missing now, but the cells were completely closed. Introduced to the holes, bread and water. Because the state must in some way give something to live. But the priest like to something more wine, meat. The family of the prisoners to come here to take spaghetti, wine, whatever to live. And this is an entire thing. It's difficult to understand now, but it's one to you. Our Venice were extremely, the city was extremely well organized. And the doors were enforced with irons because it was easy to open. It was not that easy to escape from the prisons of Venice. And I tell you something more. These were called common prisoners. Prisoners charged with common crimes, rape, murder. I confess that in the political prisoners were jailed
This is like the jail
down
was Rizal.
at the level of
Remember?
and they were called wells. They were dark dungeons single for political prisoners. They lived in the dark because the political crime was considered. Unfortunately now, these prisons are not open to the public.
This is the Bartolina.
It's in myself.
Yeah, the Bartolina, the first person.
I see what remains of the chains, and sometimes they were chained to the ground. You see people are very short, essentially people are very short. Once upon a time,
Because the criminal is not
so you said
so small.
and it's divided into different parts. The people, there's actually they were very present when they went to the prisons. That's the reason. And they were very depressed when they left the prisons. Because some only the thing is that my feelings that if you stay here in one of these cells in the winter time without this system, with rats, it will last long. Because now, compared to our climate, is different. This was very confusing. And only some rooms you find. Here, they don't this system. You know, the lagoon froze a lot of times. Not anymore now. And now we're going to cross the Venice. And it's the most famous part of the world. Overlooking Thank you. Have a look here. The wall of the Venetian lagoon, where you see the church in front of you, built by Palladi. And Palladi started in Venice a new form of architecture that was became famous all over the world. You know that Palladio is the only architect who created a style with his name, the Palladian style. It was used in England, in Australia, in the Americas, in Canada, even away in the States, but always and this again that you are a bit tired. We are towards the end, don't worry. You made a break to take something, then you have the gondola.
We need to have a washroom break. What's the washroom break?
Now, but Nicholas is waiting for us now in 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes, because going to give you other information for the rest of the day. So now, let's go. It's the room of the sense of the control, the things, really like. It's the room of the secret for Attorney General and Public Prosecutor. That's why you find Hamilton. But they use a lot of records at the time because it was freezing. You know that that's strange, huh? But the fireplaces, they were only put in the walls, steel walls, because they were afraid of a possible fire. So now the other part of the book is just behind us. So we go down, we pass through the gift shop, to the coffee shop, but we have to go towards the exit where your curator is waiting for me now. This is going to use other information for the rest of the day. So that's here. The shop now is now day before yesterday, when we came out from the Doge's palace, no chance to pass through the square. We have to go around because St. Mark's Square is still a big problem to solve. Because we can build the barriers, and to build the barriers costs 150,000 euros every time. So even they say to Venetians, okay, Venetians, you have to defend your city, but only when the high tide is very serious. Otherwise, no gates. And St. Mark's is still there. I just put in front of the door of my home my rubber boots, in case. Because they put the passerella, so you've seen the walkways made of timber. They are in the square for you. Now, today, can you see the wood? This was the line of the wood.
Can we quickly go into in there?
Yes.
Guys, use the bathroom. Can you hold on a minute? I'll be right back.
Yes.
This is right there.
Oh, where is
This
it?
is right out there. Oh, okay.
Okay. Some people's missing, I guess.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly run.